verse. Cause yeah, they said it, but I said it first. So in a sense, I gave these niggas birth. That's why my fans in my show screaming, take me in the church. No suit and tie, but baby, I go to work. Don't do it for the money.
Hey y'all, welcome to H2 Swole.
What's up?
Or welcome back. Just me and Rick this week and Louie. As usual, Louie don't have much to say. But Rod is at Myrtle Beach right now, so if you guys see him down there, say what's up. We got quite a few questions this week, actually.
This week,
And we still have the contest going on. Nick at the weight pile.
Woohoo! Nick!
Most hardcore gym in the Tri-County area is giving away 2 1-month free memberships. And all you gotta do to be eligible is share this video, hashtag the weight pile, hashtag Nutrishop, hashtag H2 Swole. That's all you gotta do. Share the video, hashtag those 3 things. I'll put a description down below on what you need to do again in case you ain't got a pen to write that down.
The hashtag film swell.
Yeah.
No, hashtag the weight pile, Nutrishop,
And
and
H2 Swole.
H2 swell.
Yeah. Three hashtags.
3, that's
And
it.
share and tag 2 friends.
Yeah.
So everybody's got at least 2 friends. Even if you don't actually have 2 friends, you have 2 Facebook friends.
Correct. That's true.
But the shirt that was hanging here last week, the Evolve hoodie, that actually went to Josh Croach. He is the first official member of the H2 Swole team for the SGT Strother Ruck March. So awesome. Thank you, Josh, for
Thanks, Josh,
for coming and representing and helping us out with that and raising awareness. Once again, I will put a link below for the SGT Strother Memorial Ruck. You guys check it out. Great cause, great thing to get in shape for.
22 miles, huh?
22 miles, 22
the backpack
pound ruck.
with 22 pounds in it. 22 miles.
Yeah, and you know it sounds kind of crazy, but there'll be water breaks along the way, and it's just going to be a whole day of it, you know, and everybody's just camaraderie. It's just going to be a good day. If you can't make it, and even if you know you can't make it, you can still register and show up and walk as far as you can. They'll have a shuttle come pick you up. So I mean, just go there and show support, and that's all they're asking for. Remember to put H2 Swole in the team name if you want to hang out with us.
Cool.
I guess we could get right into the questions.
All right, questions. This week's questions.
All right. Did I miss anything on announcements today?
No, you did good.
All right. We had it on paper last week. Let's see here. Snaps47 says, "Why should I buy organic food? It's expensive."
Well, organic food is expensive because what's organic food? Organic food does not
No
spray
pesticides.
with pesticides.
No anything that knocks out weeds. They don't use that around it.
Let's see what else.
They use like natural ways
Everything is natural.
to fertilize.
The biggest thing is the pesticides.
That is
naturally,
the
no
biggest thing.
pesticides, no nothing. That's the biggest thing.
That's why it's more expensive, and it's also more expensive because it's like the thing. You know?
And it's non-GSM. What is it? GMO?
GMO or something.
Genetically.
Something
It's
not
altered. It's not altered.
It's not genetically altered.
like
So
the food in the stores, like tomatoes and all that. They genetically alter it, so
they
there's
get
more tomatoes,
bigger,
and faster,
and
and quicker.
Yeah.
And organics, like how nature wanted it.
Yeah, I reckon if you actually like a 12-year-old kid told me this. If you see like the breakdown of like one of the genetically vegetables like up close, it's almost like exactly the same as far as like throughout the vegetable. Like if you cut another one, but like the ones that are organic they're like completely different looking
Really?
as far as up close. I don't know the truth behind it, but now I do know this will probably get a lot of like kickback, probably negative feedback, but honestly, I don't buy organic food unless it's on Manager's Special at K. Rogers because they actually did, and like I said, there's going to be people.
Remember,
not
this
like
is his opinion.
This is my opinion, but there was between the late '90s and through the 2000s, there was like 230 some studies done between organic fruit and vegetables, and then like, you know, the mass produce kind, and they did not find any nutritious difference in the two as far as like protein and vitamins. They were almost identical. Now, like Rick said, there was a different level of pesticides and stuff within it, but at the same time, the mass produce didn't reach what they consider a toxic level. So, you know, you just kind of weigh it out. And there has also been studies that say that for children, they like, if they test them, they actually have some of that stuff like in their.
So it's not really the fruit or the vegetables stuff.
It's more of how
the nutritional quality. It's what's on it and all the extra stuff like the pesticides and all that kind of
exactly.
stuff.
So
you don't want that in your body.
Yeah, and like I guess like in as far as the meat goes, it's all supposed to be natural without all the antibiotics and drugs and stuff like that. So
grass fed, same thing.
But like Rick said, as far as nutritional value, not worth the price difference, but it state of mind, like, you know, just to feel better about it, and you know, not be nervous about eating E. coli or something.
And I think I think sometimes the organic stuff tastes a little different, don't you? Do you think it's the same?
I think so too. I think some of the organic stuff does taste a little different. Yeah. Some of the stuff I can't really tell, but I was at somebody's house and they had like some steak that was like supposedly like organic.
You would think that would definitely.
It was like really good, but they may have been just a real good cook. I don't know, but
yeah.
But anyways, I guess we're moving.
So that's
on.
our take on organic stuff.
If you want to buy it, that's fine. The fact that you say it's expensive, that's the reason I don't buy it. It is a better choice just for, you know, the pesticides and stuff like that reason. But me and Rick can't afford it, so.
He's just joking. It's all relative out there.
Alrighty.
Facebook and
Let's
YouTube
see.
world. It's a choice.
This is from Nathan.
All right.
I want to put size on. Is it true that I will get bigger as I get stronger?
That's almost an oxymoron.
Yeah.
But does he get bigger as he gets stronger? Well, I think it would have to come down to the reps and all that kind of stuff, because you got people that are not bulky and thin that are strong as all the dickens.
Yeah, I grew up with guys that never stepped foot in the gym who are strong as all get out and looks
Just
like they can't
strong,
lift 50 pounds.
baling, hay and cutting stuff and holding on to stuff.
So while strength is kind of, you know, a show of size, at the same time, you know, it don't always go together.
Yes.
Depends on genetics.
I agree.
And like Rick said, you know, it's one thing to go in the gym and, you know, like strength and conditioning, that kind of training is going to get you stronger.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the kind of training if you're trying to put on size.
Sure.
So it's it kind of does, but kind of doesn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Your size is going to come from, you know, the micro tears and, you know, all that stuff that comes with reps and sets and, you know, just progressive overload. You know, that's the way to grow.
So, can he get bigger? What was it? That can he get bigger?
He asked if as he gets stronger.
As he gets stronger, will he get bigger?
That he said, is it true? I will get bigger as I get stronger, and that is possible.
It is possible if you train. If you were training to get bigger, you would get stronger. But like Charlie's saying, and you know, I agree with him that I've seen people that are. It's all relative. I've seen bodybuilders and powerlifters that I've seen powerlifters that are in the bantamweight powerlifters or lightweight powerlifters. It's all relative to them.
Yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is, and it's like, I mean, if you're like say you're training for like strongman, you're not necessarily going to get real big everywhere. You're going to get big lower body.
Yeah.
You know, because that's a lot of the muscles that you'll be using. But I mean, it's you will get bigger, but you know, also, you know, you got to work on progressive overload if you're trying to get bigger.
So the answer to his question would be, if you needed an answer to your question, it would have to be What is your question? Yeah, it would be no.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Just because you're getting stronger, doesn't
mean you're getting bigger.
But you might.
Yes.
You know.
Just because you're getting stronger does not mean you're gonna get bigger.
Gotcha.
That's the answer.
Hope that helps. Let's see. Danny, how can I tell if I have reached my genetic potential?
That's a good one. I don't know. I think that's all relative too. You know, it's can you really tell? I mean, because you're always breaking plateaus and boundaries and barriers, and I mean, I don't think you really know what you're. Well, I guess if it was like a measured sport or something like running fast, or whatever. If you ran a certain speed, you would know that you couldn't go any faster, or the thing where they go up in the air and go over. I mean, you can only go so high and stuff like that. But as far as like potential and being successful, I don't think you ever know that, because you always are striving. You get to one goal and you go to the next one. Same with bodybuilding and powerlifting and all that. I think there's always goals to be.
There's always ways to move forward.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did it again.
This is my opinion. Here's my opinion.
Okay.
Like, go to like the bathroom and find like a little handheld mirror, and like hold that up in front of your mouth, and then pull it away. If there's like fog on that, that means you're still breathing. That means you haven't reached your genetic potential.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that if you're alive and kicking, you're growing. You know, if you're not growing, you're dying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so as long as there's life left in your body, I don't think it's.
You're always.
You know, and like, you know, some of this is our opinions, but you know, I don't think you've reached your genetic potential until you're, you know, however far under you're going to get buried.
But unless it's a measurable, like a record.
Oh yeah.
Speed or jumping high and stuff like that, then could you get to a point where you stabilize and you can't do anything more that way? Yeah, but as far as your life and stuff like that, you're always evolving.
And I mean, the first guy that ran the 4-minute mile, you know, they said nobody's genetic potential, they would never reach that. And
so what is
and then he did. So everything's impossible till it's done. So
correct.
Let's see here. Let's move on. Hope we helped, Danny.
Yeah.
Let's see here. If you feel like you've reached your genetic potential in whatever, if it's a sport or if it's in the gym, wherever this question is, switch up your training. Just try something to tweak it a little bit.
If it's training, you feel like you've come to a plateau, then switch it up a little bit.
You might be confusing genetic potential with a plateau.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what genetic potential is. It's an excuse. You know, a lot of times people use it as the excuse of I'll never get that because, you know, that's
they can't do that. We're gonna touch on that later.
All right, never mind. I'm gonna start rambling. Let's see. Ashley X12. She says, "How can I get lean instead of bulky when I start going to the gym?"
It's a pretty.
I guess. I mean, if you were a guy, I would say, if you didn't want to get bulky, you know, do more volume, maybe.
Yeah, lots of reps.
But
that's how you're not going to get bulky.
Honestly, with you being a girl, I would say, you know, just go to the gym and work out. It's a lot harder to get bulky than you ladies think it is, because you're not genetically made up like us.
Yes.
So just because you see a guy getting bulky doesn't mean that's going to happen to you, even if you're doing the exact same workout. You're gonna grow some muscle, but it's going to be good toning. It's not going to be
get out, do some cardio, keep your reps high, 20, 25 reps. I mean, just you know.
And I think a lot of girls confuse that when they go in the gym.
Yeah.
They've been told all these years that, you know, they're supposed to do lightweight and lots of reps,
or they should starve themselves, or you know, this or that.
You should be doing the same stuff we're doing. You should be getting in
if you eat protein, you're going to get all this bulky muscle, and that's not true either.
No, you should be getting the proper amount of protein to cause your muscles to heal, so you can get toned like you're wanting to get. And what happens as you get toned, is you're developing muscle, which is eating that fat away.
Yeah.
It's speeding your metabolism.
The more muscle you have, the more fat you're going to burn.
Yeah. So I would say just go to the gym and go at it. Whatever type of workout you see this person doing or your friends trying, if you've never been there and you're wanting to get into it, just go try somebody's routine and see if you enjoy it. You can get on like bodybuilding.com and find a routine for anything.
Yeah.
And or even the magazines. All the magazines always have stuff. I think the women's magazine is Shape.
Yeah,
something
Shape.
like that. It has a lot of like workouts for women and stuff.
Oxygen.
Yeah. Let's see here. I guess we'll move on. I hope we helped, Ashley. Let's see here. Nikki, do you get annoyed at the gym when someone approaches you and asks for training tips?
No.
No.
I mean, if I'm in the middle of a set or something.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't mind at all. So someone, you know,
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like
someone said to me one day, they're like, hey man, it was this older guy. He's like, he goes, hey, when I see you at the gym, you don't look like, hey, come talk to me. You look like, or hey, he goes, you don't, when you're at the gym, you don't look like you're saying, hey, look at me. It looks like you're saying, hey, come talk to me. So, and I like that. I like people, and I like being a people person, and I like helping people, and I don't mind it at all, unless I'm like right in the middle of a set or something.
I think that's a misconception in the gym too. You'll find that almost everybody in there working out don't care a bit to answer a question for you if you have a question. If you see somebody doing something you've never tried and they got large traps and you've been wanting large traps, walk over and ask them when they're done with their set, getting a water break or something, be like, hey man, I was wondering about what you were just doing. Can you explain to me what that is? I mean, I love talking to people and trying to help people. That's why we do this.
Absolutely.
So if somebody asks us a question, of course we're not going to get mad, but you'll be surprised that 90% of the people in the gym ain't going to get aggravated either.
That's true. There's an old saying that says, see what they do as they do, have as they have. So if you're seeing something, like you said, like Charlie said, their arms or their shoulders or their legs, I don't think that anybody, 99% of the time, you go up and say, hey, I was just watching you do that. How many sets you do or whatever. No one's going to be like, get away from me. I think they're going to be more receptive than you think.
You want to kind of follow in the footsteps of somebody who's doing it,
Yeah.
because they know how to get there. My mom used to say, if you hang around 5 broke people, there's good chances that you're going to be broke too.
Yeah. You want to know what you're going to be doing in the next 3 years? Look at your 5 closest friends, and you'll be doing the same exact thing. And that's a fact. Yeah. All right, moving on.
I guess we'll move on.
We got pretty intense on that one.
We did. Let's see here. Trick Ride 346. Must be like a car person, huh? Let's see. What do you consider the most important exercise move of all?
I would say
Deadlift.
oh, shoot. Okay.
What was you going to say?
I was going to say squat.
Squat?
The squat, when you squat, you're releasing
That's true.
testosterone. It's your whole body. I mean, a deadlift too, I guess.
Deadlift works the whole body too.
So, I mean, there'd be a single one if you had to do it?
Actually, if it's actually the big 3, bench, squat, and deadlift. I mean, those are the main.
Yeah, they're all the best in their own way. Bench, squat, deadlift.
So the big 3 are the best exercise movements.
That's it. And out of those 3, I guess I don't know. They're the big 3 because each of them covers everything they're supposed to. So if you're going to do one of them, then it's a fractured whole. So you want to do those 3 together.
Yep. And a lot of people don't do squats, or deadlifts for this reason or that reason. You don't necessarily have to go super heavy on those, but you do need to do that movement and keep that mobility. And you could go heavier on the machines that simulate what you're doing on those, but you still need to do those free weight movements to keep the mobility right. That's my opinion.
I agree.
But
yeah.
I hope we answered that. And actually, I guess Rick will probably agree with me on this. From the flip side of things, the most important exercise move of all would be, probably reading. Exercise
Yeah, that's good.
mind.
Yeah, reading.
But let's see here. We got some questions on Facebook, guys.
All right.
Let's see what we got. Facebook. Let's see. All right. I want to go with more. I get super motivated. These first two questions are like the same questions, so I'm going to combine those.
All right.
This is from Josh. I want to go to the gym more, but I just can't make myself do it. What can I do for motivation? And the second question here says, I get super motivated one day, rock it out at the gym, say this is the new me, then I have pizza and lay on the couch the next day. What can I do to push myself harder? So those are kind of the same thing.
I think you can hear a lot better without that sound, okay?
It is.
It just comes down to being able to motivate yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, the question would be, to me, is how bad do you want it? If you want it bad enough, if you get to the point where you want it bad enough, then you'll do it.
Yeah.
If not, you're always going to make excuses. You're going to say, I'm hot to trot in the gym and I'm doing great for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and stop. And it must not be that important to you if you're doing that. If it was that important, you would do it.
Yeah, it's not a priority to you.
Yeah.
You know, and you until you make it a priority.
Correct.
It's never going to change. What is like Tony Robbins? What's he say? You got to make it. You got to make it like you don't get something until you make that something the standard.
Yeah.
You know, you're always
habits and creating.
You're always
habits,
not going to get to that point until you make that your standard. He talked about, you know, let's say that you live off $500 a week and you're barely making it. Well, then your wife gets sick and you find out you need $2,000 for surgery in 2 weeks. Well, all of a sudden you find a way, and the standard is that 2 weeks to make $2,000, and you make it happen and you do it.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's kind of like I guess this is more of a tip. Like one thing you could do if you have a problem with motivation and sticking with it. Everybody's got that aunt or uncle or cousin that always calls out the negative stuff about you, like your hair's a little short today, or hey, look like you're packing on weight, or you lost a little too much weight, ain't you? You know, stuff like that. Everybody's got that one person in the family, right? So my suggestion is call that person the day you're super motivated and tell them, hey, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to do this, and this, because that person will remind you. You know? And once you committed to that person, you hate getting criticized by them so much that you're going to follow through with it.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of extra motivation on there, and you know that's about all you can do. Like Rick said, it's got to become a priority.
Yeah.
I
posted a what's the guy UFC, the government member? It said no negative. I posted it on Instagram and I posted it on Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. You go on Instagram. Go on my Instagram, Rick Fitzgerald, on my Instagram, or Rick the Brick.
I'll put a link down.
I'll put a link on it and go on there and go to the Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. Go to that video and watch it, and he talks. He touches on that.
Yeah,
You don't want to be around people like that. You don't want to be around people that are unmotivated. You listen to him, and he says it how it is, and there's a reason. I mean, you don't want to be around it. They're the opposite of
where you want to be.
Yeah,
and they're always going to hold you back.
No one wants to hear it. I mean, you know what I mean? When it gets to the point, no one wants to.
And that could be your lack of motivation too. You know, you're not keeping the right company.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Yeah.
But
so yeah.
I guess we'll move on. We can talk about this one all night.
So we'll put the link and go check it out.
Yeah. Let's see here. Percy says, "Are squats and lunges bad for my knees? Also, how often should I work in abs to my workout?"
As far as the knee thing with the squats and the lunges, if you're doing heavy squats over time, is there the potential to injure yourself? Yes. Same with lunges. You got 45s on each side on a 45-pound bar, and you're putting it over your shoulders, and doing lunges, doing heavy lunges, yes. But in general,
Yeah, in general, no. Like
someone's just staying in shape, well-being and stuff.
unless you've got like
No.
a joint
Be fine.
disease
Yeah.
or issues or like an actual knee injury, the proper form of squats and lunges actually
Amen.
strengthens the knee.
Yes.
So it doesn't cause injury. It actually strengthens the knee if you're doing proper form. But like I said, if you've been diagnosed with some kind of tendon issues or something like that, then
Bad back or something.
Yeah, maybe it is bad for you, but
Yeah.
that'd be for a doctor.
But in general, no.
No. Let's see. We got one more question. You guys probably know this guy, Mr.
Oh, the abs. We can do the ab one.
Oh yeah, we didn't answer the ab ones.
Abs are a funny creature.
Yeah.
Abs, your forearms and your calves are all, you gotta, because you work them all the time. You're walking, you're using your arms, you're
They're made for punishment.
Yeah, I mean, so they're in general used to being worked all the time. So for them to grow, they have to know, your calves, your abs and your forearms need to know that they're being trained.
Yeah.
So you can't. I mean,
Yeah.
every other day.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it every day,
No.
but like every other day,
Yeah.
I think it'd be fine. I think 3 times a week
Yes.
would be like the perfect number. And
Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
one thing you gotta think about when you're doing abs, if you're trying to get, which I don't have abs, but Rick has abs here. But
Not now.
but Rick will probably tell you
Contest, yeah.
one thing a lot of people leave out when it comes to abs is the you gotta put some weight on there. A lot of people leave weighted. You gotta work your abs with weight. I mean, you can't lay down on the floor and do like 1,000 sit-ups.
Because then your stomach for a guy, it just gets flat and your squares are just kind of surfacey. But if you do them with weight, then you got those knots.
And plus, those thousands of sit-ups are bad for your back, really. It's just a bad movement. But I think 3 times a week. And another thing Rick can tell you, do your shoulder exercises standing. That's going to work your core real good. When you do standing shoulder press or standing Arnold's, I mean, your core is like burning. And running works your core.
Yeah, if you want to get more advanced, you can use the Buzo ball.
Yeah.
That ball, it's like this big, and it's a half and stand on it and bounce while you're doing curls and side laterals and all kinds of stuff. So
and planks are
awesome.
Great work. But I guess that's about it. We have one more question, y'all. This is from Rod. He asked,
Rod,
cheat meal or cheat day?
On the beach.
Yeah, Rod's on the beach right now asking us cheat meal. He's wanting us to say cheat.
Today was pretty outside.
He's wanting us to say cheat week.
You would have liked to be here today, Rod.
It is nice today, Rod.
Beautiful. Cheat meals. That's a really good question. For me, some people like one meal, whatever, but on me, I do everything to excess. So to me, it's a cheat day. But unless I'm like right now, I'm just eating whatever I want. But when I'm doing that, unless I'm dieting for a contest, and then a cheat day for me. But really, the correct way would be a meal, one or 2 meals that day. Really, just one. So that keeps you straight.
Yeah.
So.
I agree. Like Rick said, I just eat whatever I want right now. But when I get back into cutting down, a cheat meal is the way to go about it. Because what happens is, you can literally, throw away, quite a bit of progress in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to destroy yourself in a day, but man, what a whack you can do, like with a day of cheating.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Like you could, when you're coming down, like you'd be surprised how fast it'll come back if you just eat a whole bunch of all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say cheat meal's the way to go. Maybe 2 cheat meals if you want to.
I agree.
One thing you could do to kind of break it up is eat your favorite food that day, and then sometime that day eat your favorite dessert. You know, kind of break those apart to where you get it that day. You know, and you feel good about the whole thing.
Yeah,
but
get your cheat meals in before 6 too.
Yeah. Speaking of cheat meals, if you all have never seen it, it's probably on YouTube somewhere or Google. But look up The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's cheat day.
Really? Crazy.
He's like multiple pizzas and pancakes and like pans of brownies. It's crazy. I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty
wow.
Cool. But I think that's it for the questions, you know. We're going to...
we got to do our one thing for the
Yeah, we got to end the show with something
heading
positive
into this week.
So, Rick's going to
I think this week we're gonna teach a principle. So this week coming up, okay, remember, and it's the little changes in your life that make a big difference. So just this week, give it your best shot. So what comes out of your mouth, I sit around and I watch people all the time talk themselves into dysfunction, depression, lack. I can't even, people get in a tizzy, they're scared, all this kind of stuff, and they say it. They don't even realize they're saying it all the time, but what comes out of your mouth is very, very powerful. And so you can't monitor everything, but you can get really good at what you're saying and be very aware of what you're saying, because it does make a difference. It does create your reality. So if you're saying all the time, you know, hey, I'm trying to do this, and man, I'm wishing this, or I'm hoping for this, or, you know, I can't do that, or think about what you're saying. You keep saying those things over and over and over again. Let's say you say I can't 10 times in one day, okay? Times 7, that's 70 times, times 4, you know, you've almost said it, you know, 300 and, you know, you only said it 300 times. Just think of that. I can't 300 times. Guess what? Your reality will be a life of a lot of not being able to do things, because you've spoken into reality. So instead of saying can't or try or hope or need, say things like I can, I will. Again, be thankful. I'm thankful for this. I'm a can-do person and not a can-do. There is no try. Try is gray. So if you want a gray life, keep saying try. It's either can or can't.
Yep.
It's either try or cannot. I mean, it's just, you can't. So try to use words that are not try. See, I just did it right there.
There you go.
Use words that empower you, and that will be your reality. So no can't. Don't say I can't. Try, need, want, hope.
And this is real, guys. I mean, like, you'll be surprised the amount of people who use everything that Rick just said, as far as like the way they go into like training or the event. Like, you know, Joe Montana, Michael Phelps, David Goggins. Like, these are all people that have talked about this. The mindset, you know, the subconscious mind,
Yes.
you know, and them telling themselves like, you know, it was they'll sit, and instead of saying, you know, I'm gonna try to do this year, they'll just sit down and say, you know, I'm gonna do this year. And like, I've seen, like, you know, some Navy SEALs and people, they'll even say it like it's already happened.
Amen.
And
yes.
they'll repeat it a lot in their mind. So when the day comes, they've already done it in their mind.
Yeah.
They just got to go ahead and follow through with it. And I mean, this is real stuff, guys. It sounds sometimes like we're being hippies.
Hokey pokey or whatever. It's not.
it's not. It's
You
real.
keep saying try, and, you know, I'm gonna try to do this, or I want this kind of car, or I'm gonna try to get enough money for this. A year from now, you'll still be trying, because you're saying the universe is giving you exactly what you're asking for. More of a try reality. So you keep trying. Guess what? You're gonna keep trying. Nothing's gonna change. I'm hoping for this. I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that, you know, this is gonna change and all that. Instead of saying, you know what, this is gonna change. Okay? I'm not gonna drink anymore. I'm not gonna do drugs anymore. I'm not going to let my child walk all over me. I'm not going to do this. Okay, I mean, Though that's how you need to be in it.
Yep.
Not I'm going to try and hope and all this kind of stuff. And it really, really, really does work.
Like if you're flustered and your attitude is negative and you're going in to make a decision, guess which way you're going to go? You know, you're already programmed. You've accidentally programmed yourself to make the wrong decision before you ever make it. It's like the Cherokee story of the old man that tells his son about the good wolf and the bad wolf, the white wolf and the black wolf, you know, and the grandson's like, you know, he tells him there's a good wolf in us and there's a bad wolf in us, and the grandson's like, you know, well, what do you mean? He said they're always fighting for control of you, and he's like, you know, well, which one wins? He said whichever one you feed the most.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's
positive thinking.
Positive thinking. Another thing, like Rick has touched on this before, like Rick talked about starting your day off right, where Rick watches that video every morning. I've put a link down before for that.
Rise and shine.
It's proven that the first 20 minutes you're awake of the day, it kind of sets the mood for the day.
It does.
So if you take that 20 minutes when you first wake up and you sit down and you do some deep breathing exercises, or, you know, to kind of clear your head, or, you know, just take a cold shower, that's another good habit to get, and listen to one of these motivational videos like Rick likes, you know, or somebody that you may like, you know.
Exactly, yep.
But that's a great idea.
Positive in, positive out. Like when I get up in the morning, as soon as I eat, I'm so conditioned to it, as soon as my eyes open, I'm like, thank you for another day. I'm grateful for another day. Thank you for all the good things that are going to happen to me today. And I just keep that theme the whole day, and just, you know, life's going to throw you curves. My life is far from perfect, okay? But I do feel like I get through things quicker and move on quicker and not dwell on it, because I don't want more of that yuckiness to come. So it's best for you just to stay in a positive frame of mind as quick as long as you can, and not get off track.
Well, I guess that's it. Huh?
I said I started rambling. Okay. All right.
They like it.
All right. What's that?
They like your rambling.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Yes.
And got some good info. Remember, see Nutrishop in London or Somerset for all your nutritional needs.
Thank you, Shala, as always.
Also, remember there is, Nick is giving away 2 1-month memberships to the weight pile. They also come with a set of wrist wraps. All you got to do is share this video, tag 2 people, hashtag the weight pile, hashtag Nutrishop, hashtag H2Swole.
Yep.
And that'll automatically get you entered. I'm going to put a link below to Rick's Instagram. You guys get on there and follow him.
Look up the video, Joe Reagan.
Yeah, you have to look at that video. I'm also going to drop a link to the Weight Piles Instagram. Go ahead and follow them guys. They're always giving away free day passes to check it out if you haven't got to check it out. And also, I'll put a link below for Nutrishop's Instagram. Follow them. Shiloh is always posting their daily sales. They always have some kind of cool sale going on, and that's on the Instagram. So I'm going to put links below for all that. Remember to follow that. Remember, go sign up for the Sergeant Strother Rug March. If you don't want to march, guys, just show up and support that day. I mean, it's going to be a great day. So that's about it right now. Of course, we got the.
Remember, they get the H2Swole shirts pretty soon.
If you guys want to rep this merch, I'll have a link down below, and you can order one of these shirts online. And the training camp will be coming up sometime this summer. We're going to announce more details as we get closer. We've got a few people already who said they're going to be involved with that. We got a few different trainers, a few different organizations, so it might be a good time.
Yeah,
it's just going to be a great day to come out, and it's going to be live Q&A. And it doesn't matter if you've thought about working out before or if you work out every day. It's going to be for everybody. We're going to have separate groups for when it comes time to do some training, and it's going to be for everyone. So just come out. We're going to have a blast. And I guess that's it for this week.
That's it.
I woke up in my new